Have you ever seen a woman so beautiful that people stop just to look at her? Not just because of her shape or her pretty smile, but because she walked like the whole world belonged to her, and she knew it. That was Zara. From her long legs to her smooth voice, from her designer bags to her expensive perfume, Zara acted like she owned the room. But behind all the perfume and followers, there was one person Zara trusted. They had known each other since university, and that person was Amaka. Amaka wasn't into social media. She hated soft life captions, but she loved Zara like a sister. Amaka is working in a bank in Abuja, far from Lagos noise, far from the drama, but their bond never changed. They didn't talk on phone every day, but when Zara was confused or scared, Amaka was the first person she called. And Amaka always picked up. The one thing people couldn't forget about Zara was her red lipstick. It wasn't just red, it was blood red, bold, perfect, mysterious. She never told anyone the brand. She only said, "This lipstick, it's mine." Zara worked in real estate. She was not the kind of woman who begged. Men begged her. She sold them houses and much more. She didn't date for love, she dated for lifestyle. And Adewale, he was her favorite. Very rich, politician, he is very secretive, but oh, so generous. Zara didn't know much about his life, except that he is a politician, because he made sure she never did. Once, she joked about tagging him online. His smile vanished. He never stayed too long. He visits very silent, almost cold. He always smelled like something burning, like church incense. And he always wore the same black ring on his finger. One day, Zara laughed and said, "Are you a pastor or in a secret group?" He just smiled, but didn't laugh. Then he said quietly, "I don't joke with what belongs to me." This makes him look like he's hiding more than just an affair. But every time he showed up, he came with gifts. A black Versace bag, a gold anklet with her initials, and one day, a small velvet box. Inside it, a lipstick, sleek, expensive, and deep red. Zara gasped, "It's my favorite shade." Adewale smiled. "I told them to make it special." She turned it in her hand. No name, no label, just a thin symbol carved at the base. Something she didn't recognize. "What's this mark?" she asked. He smiled. "It means possession," in an old language. He leaned in and whispered, "This shade is only for you, no one else, just for you." She put on the lipstick and kissed him that day. Then it started small. One morning, Zara woke up and tasted metal in her mouth, like she had been chewing coins. She brushed her teeth 3 times. It didn't go. Then came the smell, not from her clothes, not from her breath. It was inside, like something was decaying. At first, she ignored it. "Maybe it's the new seafood I ate," she said. But then, men started noticing. One whispered, "Did you fart?" Another pulled away mid-kiss and coughed. On her date with one man, he ran to the bathroom and vomited. In the mirror, she noticed something new. Her tongue was darker every day. A few days later, Mr. Adewale came over. Zara had brushed 3 times, used mouthwash, even sprayed mouth perfume in her mouth. But the moment he walked in, he paused. "Are you okay?" he asked, frowning. "Just a little tired," she smiled. When she leaned in for a kiss, he pulled back slightly, pretending to adjust his sleeve. Minutes later, he stood up suddenly. "Something came up, I have to go." "So soon?" Zara asked, confused. "I will call you," he said. Already heading to the door, he left the wine unopened. As the door shut, Zara stood there. Then she caught it again. That smell, stronger now. That night, after what happened, Zara sat on her bathroom floor, toothbrush in her hand, mouth burning from the 5th rinse. She picked up her phone and called the only person who wouldn't judge her, Amaka. "Babe," she whispered, "something really weird just happened." "What's wrong?" Amaka asked. "I went on a date with this new guy. We kissed. Then he pulled back, coughed, and literally ran to the bathroom to vomit. He said something dead smelled. Mr. Adewale also ran away when I tried to kiss him, Zara cried. Amaka paused. Wait, are you okay? What kind of smell? I don't even know. I brushed, I used mouthwash, but it still smelled something. Amaka exhaled. Maybe it's just him. You know how some boys overreact, or maybe it's just the seafood you love. Maybe he's reacting badly. Zara nodded slowly. Maybe. But it's not just him. Another guy made a face too. I'm starting to think something is wrong with me. Go to the dentist tomorrow, Amaka said firmly. Just to be sure. You know I don't like playing with body symptoms. Yeah, I will. Zara, don't panic. You are probably just stressed. Let's not overthink this, okay? Zara nodded again, but deep down, she wasn't convinced. One evening, Zara sat in front of the mirror. She had always loved mirror. She called them her honest friends. But lately, they started to lie. Or maybe they started to tell the truth. She stood before her mirror, applying her red lipstick. It glided on as usual, smooth and flawless. But this time, as she smiled, her reflection didn't smile back. She blinked. Her reflection was still, expressionless, his lips twitching. Then, just for a second, it looked like the reflection's lip peeled at the corners. Zara dropped the lipstick. Her hands were shaking. She couldn't believe what she had just seen. She told herself it was just her eyes playing tricks on her. Maybe because she hadn't slept well. Trying to forget it, she lay down and forced herself to sleep. But her reflection kept smiling in the dark. The next morning, she visited the dentist. The man looked into her mouth, covering his nose with a medical mask. Then hurriedly stepped back with a worried face. You need to go to a hospital, he said. This is beyond dental. That same day, Zara went to the hospital. They ran tests, checked her tongues, her gums, even took scans. But after everything, the doctors found nothing. They told her she was fine. Zara didn't argue. She just picked up her bag and left quietly. Outside, she sat on a bench under the hospital shade and called Amaka. Babe, she said weakly. They didn't see anything. You mean the doctors? Amaka asked. Yes, they checked everything. They said I'm okay, but I'm not okay, Amaka. My breath is chasing people. Amaka was silent for a second. Then she said slowly, Zara, are you crying? Please don't cry. Everything will be fine. I have something in my mind. Oh, Zara, if the hospital didn't find anything, then maybe it's not medical. Maybe it's spiritual. Zara sighed. That's what I'm starting to think. Do you remember that small spiritual shop near the junction? The one with the red beets and bitter leaf everywhere? Yes, Zara said. I have passed there before. Start there, Amaka said. They might not have degrees, but they see things hospitals don't. Zara nodded. Her voice was low. Okay, I will go. And Zara, what? Zara asked. Be careful when you are there and don't hide anything from them. Whatever it is, tell them. I will, she said. Zara stared ahead. The taste of blood tasted on her tongue, and she felt really, really sad. That night, her tongue swelled. She couldn't speak properly. She is now becoming weak. She is losing weight rapidly. And in her sleep, she had a strange dream. She saw someone standing with their back turned. She couldn't see their face. The person was crying. Zara woke up in fear. She sat up, sweating. Her heart was beating very fast. The next few days, Zara tried to go back to normal. She brushed her teeth 3 times a day. She wore mouth perfume, but whenever she spoke, people moved away from her. Some even crossed the road to avoid her. Taxi drivers refused her. Children stared and cried. At a fashion show, a makeup artist approached her with a brush and stopped midway. Sorry, she said, I can't touch you. Your breath stinks. Zara looked in the mirror behind her. Her lips were bleeding, not from a wound, but from the inside of her. The red lipstick on her lips still shone. It was glowing. She rushed to the bathroom to clean up, tears streaming down her face as she begged God to help her. She tried calling Mr. Adewale. Her phone rang. No answer. She texted, I need to talk to you. I'm not okay. Nothing still. Few days later, Zara barely left her apartment. Her curtains stayed shut. Her mirrors were covered. She couldn't stand to look at herself anymore. Then, on the 5th day of isolation, came a knock at the door. Not loud, just steady. She peeked through the hole. An old woman stood there, head tie, wrinkled skin, barefoot, carrying a brown leather bag. Zara didn't open, but the woman said calmly through the door, "The red you wear is not yours, it's a borrowed pain." Zara froze. "How do you know me?" she whispered, but the woman was already walking away. Zara asked her neighbor if they had seen the woman. "No one came here," the woman said. On that day, she decided to visit the spiritual shop for the first time. She walked for hours that day, trying to breathe fresh air, but even fresh air turned sour when it passed her lips. She stopped at the local spiritual shop she and Amaka talked about. The man inside looked up and flinched. "Don't come near me," he whispered. "Whoever is following you is not small." Zara begged, cried, offered money. The man refused, but handed her a note instead. It read, "Seek the woman with the cracked feet. She knows pain when she sees one." Who did this to Zara and why? Who is the woman with the cracked feet and how will Zara locate her? Subscribe and get the answers in part 2.